Hello and welcome to Lagos Voices. I'm Sydney Okafor. On today's program, we are looking at the ongoing demolition exercise in Lagos State. In actuality, the Lagos State government has unveiled plans for a massive crackdown on some illegal buildings across the state. The state government is determined to crack down on unlawful development activities and ensure strict adherence to the physical planning permit laws. To emphasize the importance of maintaining order and creating a safe and organized environment for all residents of Lagos. However, the story is different for 4 affected communities in Ebute Metta under the Lagos mainland local government area in the state. Residents in that community accuse the state government of carrying out unholy demolition projects in their communities, known fully well that the case has been in court since the administration of former Governor Babatunde Raji Fashola's tenure. Well, let's hear what they have to say.
At least 4 communities are the most affected by the demolition exercise. The government says the buildings in the community, mostly shanties, do not have official approval. But as buildings go down, many are rendered homeless. Those affected are mostly the elderly, women, and children.
This is what is happening with us. Now, all the baby, they're supposed to informate us to be clear what we are involved for informant at inform. Because all these things they are now happening with us. We didn't expect. Now they are now say government. They say Oba, they say Kiniko, Samori, they say yes, Samori, they say everything. But all these things before, here is a swamp. Yes, we feel out here to be the ground. Now look at today now, on Friday, they clear everything. Now we did no notice, no everything, there's no anything. Look, there's no anything to just appreciate. If they want, you want to just move somebody, you're supposed to have a compensation. Make them recognize us and make them do better for all, both the tenants, both the landlord, both everybody. But we are suffer. We are suffer. Make them recognize us. See, the rain fall yesterday. We are inside the rain. Kilo day. It's all right. Yeah.
Last week Friday, we were all outside, unaware and unannounced that they came to this place. They only told us that they gave us 10 minutes to evacuate everywhere, which we were not noticed. We don't know anything about it. And they came with force men them. A lot of people came. They said they are from the government. Some of our people came and they were asking, where are you people from? They said we should go to Alausa and ask. So those people will provide a better answer for us. And we don't have anybody, as we are now, ever since on Friday, since the people residing here, they are trying to pack their things. They don't have anywhere to go. We are still managing. All of a sudden, they set everywhere ablaze. They set everywhere on fire. Because when in our presence, they were wetting everybody everywhere with petrol and all that. Before you know, they set everywhere on fire. People that got harmed, that were injured in that process. And as we are saying, on that same day, rain fell. All our properties, all our children, all our pregnant women, they were all outside, sleeping outside. They don't have shelter, which we know that shelter is one of our human rights. Our number 1 priority is our housing. We must have house as a citizen, as a good Nigerian citizen, which we know our rights. We must have house. This now they came here forcefully, unannounced, and evict us. They sent us out of our house, out of the place where we don't even have plan of moving out, where we don't have plan for moving out in next 2 months or next 3 months.
Community leaders in the area says the state government carried out the demolition in spite of a court stopping the action.
I said that we have been here past 30 years ago, and we said that we have a registered community development association here under the Ministry of Rural Development, Alausa, in which we participated in all their programs and activities. But sometime 2010-11, when there's a filler from Ministry of Environment that they are coming to demolish our property, we try to meet them. What's our offense? What happened? since none of them they are not ready to speak or maybe entertain us, we sue the Lagos State government, Commissioner for Environment, Attorney General of Lagos State, and Enforcement to Lagos State Judiciary, the High Court. We are at court for 2 years and 3 months, in which the statement was very clear that since they don't have, because they asked them, since they don't have any say or maybe they don't have anything to do with us, and they are not provide low-come houses for the teeming Lagosians, so they should let us be. And since then, even before the tenure of Fashola, he's not saying anything. It's like they drag him into the matter, and when they are not succeeded, it just before he finishes his second time, he's not saying anything. And the court judgment is there for everybody to see that at least both parties should go and meet and see how we can. Okay, that is just the judgment. And now nobody's talk about the judgment. And this Friday, last Friday, you just see the Labaka, that is Labka, they start demolishing, set our property ablaze. The issue is now about what we need or what we our demand. We have stated it clearly on 2011 through Judiciary, Lagos State High Court, and the statement was clear that since you are not providing affordable houses for the demon Lagosians, let them be. So I don't know our offense. I don't know what prompted this. We are just like disturbed. So nothing like maybe advice or maybe what we just tell our people is that they should just come a little. Let's see the outcome of the letter. Let's see the outcome of the press. Let's see what Nigeria will say. This is just pure slap on our face because we are poor.
For the demand of the community, we are just asking the Lagos State government maybe to send their representatives to come and see for the eyes what is happening here. And our demand is, please, they should just compensate us to find another reasonable and comfortable place for us to stay. For now, that's it for now.
Many in the communities are now without shelter. A civil society organization wants the government to provide alternative shelter for them.
Demolition is going on in this community. Even though the demolition will come in a community, it should have been a negotiation with the people in the community. It's not bad if the kings and the Lagos State have meeting with the people in the community. If they want to chase people out of community, they should not chase them as an animal. We have a government of the people, by the people. But the government we have these days are the government of the people that are using power on the people. In this community has been exist more than 25 years. When this community was a slum where nobody can enter it, the people that are working in the community that make the community to be a place that people can stay. Is it the time that people are working on it to make it a real community that people can build a block on? Is when government and the king are now realize that this place is good for them to demolish and to chase the people out. It's unfair. If we are going to abroad, we appreciate what they are doing abroad. Why we not appreciate our people, a poor people from the slum? The government did not recognize them. The king did not recognize them. They turn a community to the city. They do not go to the forest to go and build in a forest. We can remember the time of Jakonde and Gowan Estate. All those places was building in a forest, not in the city. Okay, so what is your demand? My demand now is that the government should compensate the people of this community. If the community will not be giving back to them, they should compensate the people of this community, because this community now will be writing in a new names, and the people that they are living in this place now, their name and their children, they have no history to talk about this community anymore.
Some parts of the communities are waiting their turn to be demolished. The residents are appealing to the government to halt its action. They are also asking for compensation or relocation and the humanitarian supplies to help them cope with the current difficulties they are dealing with at the moment.
Corruption not in my country.
Now, yeah?
Yes, Oga.
Okay.
Where I go come find 300 naira change?
I better try look for change now. When they do business. Hey, Timmy. I did, bro. I be. I beg, give me 200 naira. Make I take sort out this guy. If let's say no get change.
Take it, give us.
I said 200.
Give her 100 naira.
Yeah.
Okay, I agree to pay 200.
How much you think they carry people from that place we carry on the chair?
Okay.
No, they touch me.
Now 100 naira. He agreed to pay.
Because that was what you said was the fair. Why you not go pay you? Why you they extort your customer? You see this corruption, what would they hear for news? They see for people everywhere. Now be this so. This is corruption, not in our country.
Corruption not in my country.
Stop corruption now.
Welcome back. Well, you heard it from the horse's mouth. For now, we'll keep our fingers crossed and hope that thus the state governments will provide palliative measures for the affected people in that community. I could imagine how traumatized they might have become by now. The next report is on infrastructure development across the country, but our focus is on Lagos State, carried out by the Office of the Federal Ministry of Works, headed by Dave Umahi, and a two-time governor of Ebonyi State. As part of his commitment to challenge his fellow engineers on the issues of concrete technology, even in the midst of forex challenges and economic hardship, the Minister of Works, Dave Umahi, alongside members of the National Assembly Committee on Works, embarked on a tour on various inspection projects across the country. Although, while assuming office, the minister said under his administration, he will not tolerate people who want to reset the clock backward, but people who want to be part of history in line with the aspirations of President Tinubu's Renew Hope agenda and the expectations of Nigerians. Now sit back and relax. Let's see how history is being made.
With the Ministry of Works embarking on various projects across the country, the tour was designed to allow members of the National Assembly carry out the oversight functions on the Ministry of Works and ensure budget funds are well spent. The Minister of Works led the team to various sites, starting with the ambitious Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway project, which he says part of it will be completed in about 36 months.
The Senate Committee, Chairman on Works and the Senate Committee, Chairman House of Representative, and all the members of the Senate Committee on Works and the House of Reps are here to oversight legitimately what is going on at the coastal roads. And so we have taken them, to show them the starting point of the CRCP, which is the continuous reinforced concrete pavement. And I'm sure they're satisfied because so far there's no complaint. And we commend high-tech very highly. When people talk about high-tech, I look at it as people darkening counsel without knowledge because they don't really understand the word of high-tech. I've understudied them. I've seen the works they did. You go to Eko, Deep Sea Port, you see the concrete there. You go to Apapo Shodi, that defies all kinds of pavement solution. They solve the problem, with Dangote. So we are very, confident that this project, 700 kilometers, and the phases 2, it will be executed successfully under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Let me say that this was his dream as a governor of Lagos State. He even acquired the right of way, but could not get a contractor at that point to start it, because he's a man that is very committed to development. And so if he had gotten the right contractor, even if it were 30-40 kilometers, would have done it. And so when he located high-tech was not even courageous enough to undertake the coastal road, but he said it was possible. And so they started it, and he supervised it, and the Eko Atlantic is a huge success. And they also did the Apapa Oshodi, CRCP again, and so we can confidently say that high-tech is synonymous with, reinforced concrete road pavement.
Projects of such magnitude requires heavy funding. Here, the National Assembly's Committee on Works assured the Minister of continuous financial backings.
Submitting everything about this project to Mr. President, and he will be relating with the National Assembly in terms of funding. But the good thing about this is that this project has a self-cleansing mechanism in terms of return on investment. So it's going to pay for itself. So whatever funds that the National Assembly will look for and give us, it will be properly utilized and it will pay for itself. This is renewed hope, road improvement technology. That's what makes the difference. When we construct roads under renewed hope of President Asiwaju Tinubu Ahmed, it's going to last for 100 years. He is the father of concrete technology in the country. He did it in VI, but it's a different kind of, concrete. That's the concrete, ties, but it's still the same. Concrete is all about compression. And so he started it, and he directed us to ensure that that happens. Let me say that a contractor called me and said, look, when the war was on, that they insisted on using asphalt. So the contractor called me and said, yes, we understand what you're saying, and we believe you. The roads, when constructed, will last 100 years. But after 8 years, and you've constructed all these roads under Asiwaju, what shall we be doing? I say we create more roads. So let's work together.
Yes. We are backing him all the way to ensure that this project is delivered on time.
Yes, sir.
Two fronts. One, in terms of appropriation. We're going to work with both the Senate President and the Speaker and the appropriations to make sure that funding is not what's going to do. We've seen it over and over again in this country, where you have great intentions when you want to begin a project, but along the line you run into some sort of trouble. But this is a project everyone is committed, both the executive and legislature, and it must be delivered. I said to him that even though we're together, doesn't mean our function to oversee the activities that we're going to live in. No. Every step of the way, both houses, Senate and Rep, will make sure that every funds released, they are accounting for it. I have no doubt, but we must do our job. It's our constitutional mandate. And with that, Nigerians, we smile that, okay, first subsidy was removed, unification of FX, things that are a bit more challenging. This is the kind of project, a legacy project that will put smiles on the face of Nigerians, and we're all committed to achieving it.
Very good.
The tour continued as the committee moved to Eco Atlantic, where the wall protecting Victoria Island from harsh ocean waves was inspected.
As His Excellency has rightly said, we have done the very first 1.3 kilometers of sand filling within 10 days to 2 weeks. We've done it, thank God to everybody and all the assistance granted. We have done it properly, and now you can see what we have done so far. We have started the CRCP as a first trial section for you to assess and to see it. As far as our commitment to finish the 47 kilometers, we assure you that High-Tech is fully committed to do this 47 kilometers as per the directives from the federal government, Ministry of Works, to have it done within 36 months. It will be hopefully and willingly done in 36 months, if not before.
Fundamental responsibility of legislator is not only in the area of appropriation of fund for laudable project and program, it's also to carry out oversight function so that taxpayers' money is being judiciously utilized. We are here on the field to see by ourselves the constraint, the level of performance, the development, progress of various road projects embarked upon by federal government of Nigeria through the Ministry of Works. So far, so good. We have been impressed. What we noticed will be addressed, and we've channeled the little concern to the Minister of Works. But I can tell you that the committee is well pleased with the work so far, as far as this work project we inspected today are concerned.
The delegation then moved to the Third Mainland Bridge to inspect the state of the repair so far. Impressed by what they saw, the lawmakers commended the Ministry of Works on a job well done, as they also asked when the road will be open to commuters.
We open it, but formally will be commissioned by Mr. President when he's going to flag off the coastal road. So we combine it.
Are the street lights all done?
Now
all installed?
in 7 days will be done.
Okay, not yet all installed.
But the most important thing is the lane marking. The moment the lane marking is done, we open the roads unofficially, and then when I was passing, the hold up was so much, so I told the controller to open the road in my name. and whatever wrongs will be inflicted on the road, we're going to correct it. So she did that.
The Senate and House of Representatives Joint Committee on Works appeared satisfied with the progress of the projects in Lagos State and again assured the public of working hand in hand with the executive arm of government to provide durable facilities that will stand the test of time. Chidi Igwe, TV360 News, Lagos.
Wow, the magnitude of this project we just saw is indeed worth commending. However, the amazing thing about one out of this entire project is that exactly 1 week after the thaw, the much anticipated rehabilitation of the Third Mainland Bridge has been completed and open to commuters and Lagos residents. Lagosians can't wait to start making use of the roads once again. Well, on this note, that's all we have on today's episode of Lagos Voices. I am Sydney Okafor. See you next time.